firm called Garfin Zeidenberg. I've been doing family law in Ontario for 36 years. And what I'm here to do is to talk a few points about family law, to give you some information. It's a series of talks on this topic, and let's start right now. This first one is about the non-traditional family and how it's becoming expensive. So I have a client came to me a while ago and said, you know what, I got a brother. He's about to move in with this lady. She's got 3 kids of her own, and I'm a little worried about him. I don't know what's going to happen if they ever break up because he's been divorced before. So I thought about it for a while, and I thought, well, it's really quite straightforward. What happens in cases like that is pretty unique to Canada. If they break up after even a few years, he can be responsible for child support, even though these are not his kids. This is something we call the Divorce Act and the Family Law Act, but I'm not here to bore you with legal terms. I just want to let you guys know that, and ladies know, that this is a real problem. You move in with somebody who has kids, and you could be stuck paying child support. There's a principle called in loco parentis, which is a fancy Latin word that simply means that you could be the replacement dad or replacement mom for that child. And that's a big problem. Another thing you should know is that in Ontario, even if you don't get married, after just 3 years of living together, you become a spouse. And in terms of spousal support, what that means is if you break up and if your partner, whether it's male, female, or you're gay, whatever, can mean that person will have to pay you spousal support if you're dependent on them, or vice versa. If there's a difference, a substantial difference in income between you and your partner, somebody's going to be paying spousal support. So how do you prevent these two things from happening? Well, some people think you can do it with something called a marriage contract or a cohabitation agreement. In this case, it's called a cohabitation agreement. But the thing is, cohabitation agreements don't work when it comes to child support. You can say anything you want about child support, it doesn't help you. No way. So that's not going to work. The only way to prevent this from happening to you is you just don't move in with the person. However, with spousal support, you can have rules put right into your contract that says, I don't care how long we're married, I'm not paying you spousal support, or I'm paying a very little amount, whatever you want to say, and that is the rule. The only caution I would maybe talk about a little bit is you've got to get a good lawyer who's going to be able to draft that contract properly, and your partner needs a lawyer to review it, to give that person something called independent legal advice. So that's all I'm going to say for now. That was part 1, and we'll look forward to seeing you in part 2. Click below to subscribe to my channel.